I'm absolutely delighted to have with me here today John Nicola from Melbourne, Australia. John just finished the Cyprus Ultra 50k in a time of 6 hours and 54 minutes, and John came in third place for the race. John, thank you for doing this interview with me today.
Michael, appreciate it. Thanks very much, and it's lovely being here in Cyprus.
I think you now hold the record of travelling the furthest for our race, so it's truly incredible. From Melbourne, Australia to Cyprus, that's a long, long journey. Maybe you can tell us a little about what inspired you to make such a long journey and come to Cyprus.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Well, basically, my love for trail running, that's the number one. But secondly, I also have heritage here in Cyprus. My parents emigrated to Australia in the early 50s, and I still have lots of family here in Cyprus. So, again, knowing the terrain of Cyprus, I thought it would be a fairly tough race. Maybe not as tough, but I enjoyed the experience.
So you're a Cypriot, living in Australia?
Correct.
Getting off a plane after 24 hours of travelling with a couple of days of acclimatization, which is in this heat is absolutely amazing, and then to finish the Cyprus Ultra 50k, which is an extremely tough race, and to come in third in an amazing time. Tell us a little about this journey, from how did you get into running, what kept you going, and what got you to this level of ability?
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, well, look, essentially, I've always been a runner. I was a club runner, athletic club runner, middle distance runner. As we grow older, we have other responsibilities with family, with business, and I think I hit a midlife crisis in the late 30s, too much food, too much drink. I thought, I need to get out of this rut, and there was an Australian, actually I think it was a World Masters game in Melbourne, so that was my trainings. That's when
What distance was that race?
Okay, so essentially I did a 5-kilometre race for the Masters game and a 10-kilometre road race, and that's sort of what inspired me to really get back into a solid training routine, because
was you an ultra run at that point? You've done over 42k?
Not at all.
So you did I think you did like 10 marathons?
I would have done 10k's at that stage only.
Wow.
And then, say, post the Masters Games, about 2005 is when I did my first marathon, so I would have been 43 years of age.
Yeah.
So I was doing, about 3:5, 3:10 at that stage.
Wow, nice.
And then it took me till the age of, my last marathon would have been back in 2015, where I did 2:59, so I did break it once, the 3 hours, so that was a great target. And then after that is when just prior to that as well, I had done my first MDS, Marathon des Sables, through the Moroccan desert, 250k's.
250k?
Yes.
Wow.
And if you know the event, you carry all your own gear. They basically supply you water and a bivouac to sleep in at night, so that was a major challenge. But
what time was your MDS? Did you have a time for that?
I forget what time I did, but I ended up in the top 25%.
Amazing. So you went from kind of track and field runner from high school to getting into 10Ks, 5Ks, 10Ks marathons. You did several of those, and then you midlife crisis, and then kind of wanted to see how far you could take it. And
that's right. That was the next challenge, and I knew as a runner I had good endurance and I had good mental capacity, because as you all know, if it's 99% mental once you start doing really ultras, long distance runs. So I've always felt I had that beat. So that's how I progress into ultras, and of course there's nothing better than running on trails through forests. It's so much easier on the knees and the feet, so that was also helpful for me, because if I had to keep doing road running, I don't think I'd still be running, to be honest.
Yeah. Just a little bit about how you found the Cyprus Ultra compared to these races. How was the terrain for you? Was it as easy or as hard as you thought it would be?
Yeah, no. Well, thanks to your great website with all the information, knowing the elevation. I think for us ultra runners, because that way we can choose which events we want to do as well. So that was well explained. But yeah, the terrain terrain was lovely. Again, the four-wheel drive track, which was basically the length of the course, was comfortable to run on. Seeing all the wildflowers was fantastic. I even had a viper cross my path, which was which was sensational, about the 33k mark.
Did you get a selfie?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. He was too quick for me.
I can't thank you enough for coming from Australia to Cyprus. It's really, for me, it's just incredible. And I really do appreciate you coming. You're an amazing guy, amazing runner. I loved your story and your passion for running. And it was amazing to watch you on the day, how you performed, how you kept your cool under extremely challenging conditions. And so thank you so much for doing this interview. We wish you a very safe flight back to Melbourne. And we hope to see you again, maybe in the future, and maybe next year.
Thanks, Michael. And good luck with Cyprus Ultra 2020.
Thank you so much.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.